AI coins are the talk of the town and everyone wants to get involved in this new AI craze. I've gone through the top 5 AI projects on blockchain and I've included 2 additional projects that we're going to look at now with Bitcoin reaching those all-time highs, breaking to almost 100,000. If you want to have a look at my previous video where I discussed the Bitcoin's targets, just have a look at the top right hand corner and I'll go through my price predictions for Bitcoin. But in this video I'm specifically focusing on the AI narrative in the crypto space. So sit back and enjoy. Hi, I'm Martin. I'm the founder of Captain Crypto's Compass. I'm a trader and a professor at the Financial Freedom Academy. I am passionate about helping you to achieve financial freedom through the art and the gift of trading. I will be providing you with actionable technical analysis and insights on your favorite cryptocurrency projects to help you make better and more informed decisions. If you're ready to take your trading to the next level, you're in the right place. Now, the first project that I want to have a look at is the Near protocol. Now, Near protocol has had a fantastic run all the way from the bottoms here at roughly about $1 and pushed up and has consolidated nicely. Now, we can see that Near protocol has finally managed to reclaim the 21 SMA and the 50 SMA, and we are currently trying to hold the 50 SMA as support. Now, I've highlighted a couple of buy zones and sell zone targets based on the Fibonacci extensions, and we can expect these projects to do well as long as Bitcoin can keep pushing into those higher levels. Now, my buy zone for Near protocol is roughly on the 50 SMA all the way back down to this value area on the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and the targets here are roughly between about $5 all the way back down to the previous pivot of roughly about $3.06. Now, there's a common theme again that we want to start seeing as these coins are starting to push up into those higher levels, is we want to start seeing we take out our previous pivot highs and create lower, higher, low pivots. So my premise in these type of trades is that as we retrace, we want to see an impulsive wave higher, breaking the pivots, and a retracement back down, creating higher lows, and that will facilitate the momentum that we need in order to try and push into these higher extension targets. Now, for Near, we're looking at roughly $5 and roughly $3.70 with a stop loss at key market structure looking to the left here at roughly about $2.90. If Near breaks down and breaks the $2.90, we will create our first lower low, and that the potential for a downside continuation is higher. So we want to see Near hold support at the key Fibonacci 0.5 retracement level. Now, the potential profit targets that I've highlighted here for us is the 786 at roughly about $10.70, the all-time high at roughly about $20, and the 1.272 Fibonacci extension at $47. Now, this looks like a fantastic trading opportunity. If we can lock in our positions at these value areas, we can try and target these push-ups into these higher extension levels. So Near looks fantastic with a good risk to reward ratio with these targeting these higher extension targets. Now, ICP is another amazing project. Now, we have built market structure to the left. If you see these pivot highs, we have found strong support on previous market structure, and we are finally trying to reclaim the 21 SMA, approaching that 50 SMA target. Now, for us in this specific trade, we are looking for ICP to start holding support above the 21 SMA. So my buy zones for ICP are roughly at about $8.49 all the way down to the previous pivot lows here at roughly about $6.70 odd cents, with a stop loss at this key market structure. If we break that at roughly about $6.20, we can expect a continuation to the downside. So we do not want to see ICP break this market structure at this $6.20 odd cents level for this continuation push into the Fibonacci extension zones. Now, the 0.5 is currently sitting at roughly about $15.4. 618 is sitting at $23 odd, and the 786 at $41. So this is also a fantastic risk to reward ratio that we can see here. So I'm lining my positions in these value areas here, targeting an extension up with these impulsive waves into the previous Fibonacci extension levels here. So this ICP is also looking like a fantastic risk to reward ratio trade with protecting our capital with the stop loss at roughly that 620 level. Now, Render is also doing extremely well at the moment. We have seen a bit of a rejection now from using the Fibonacci extensions tools. We can see the that we have faced rejection at this one level of the Fibonacci extensions, and I'm waiting for a retracement back here. Now I've identified the 618 and 0.5 and 382 levels as potential support levels that we can expect to re-enter on render specifically. Now that's roughly between about $5.03 and $6.03. So I'm waiting for this rejection to pull back, find confirmation support above these value areas, create that higher low that we're looking for. And my potential upside targets here are roughly between about $9.95 and $12.65. So if we can maintain support above these levels, create those higher lows, these are my extension targets for render. So also looking like a fantastic trading opportunity. As long as Bitcoin can keep pushing the boundaries and keep moving higher, we can expect these AI projects to do extremely well. Hey, hope you're enjoying the content so far. Please remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And the fourth project I want to look at is Fetch.ai. Now Fetch.ai has also created beautiful market structure, finding support on these previous pivot highs here, and has pushed past the 21 SMA and holding support, trying to hold support on the 21 SMA on the weekly. Now I've highlighted a couple of key areas here, value areas for Fetch.ai on the 21 SMA at roughly about $1.27 and just above our previous pivot lows at roughly about 86 cents. Now these are my buy zones for Fetch.ai. If we do break past this previous pivot low, we will create a lower low, and that potential for a continuation to the downside becomes higher. So we do want to see Fetch.ai hold support above these key moving averages, and our potential targets are the 618 between the $4.60 and the 1.272 extensions at $34. So this looks like a fantastic trade setup yet again, with a stop loss at this key market structure, pivot high at roughly about that 70, between the 70 cents, 79 cents, 80 cents, round about there. But also looking prime to the upside. If Bitcoin continues to the upside, we can expect Fetch.ai to do very well in this coming season. And now for the two final bonus videos, we have Tau and AIOZ. Now Tau as well is also forming key support, hugging support on the 21 SMA. And we can see that we have finally entered our buy zone areas at this 21 SMA. Our Fibonacci extensions are giving us a target between the 786 and 1.618 of roughly between about $990 up to about $2,500. Now, should Tau maintain support above the 21 SMA, we're looking for that higher low to confirm the continuation to the upside, and a stop loss at key market structure at this previous pivots at roughly about 350 odd dollars. If Tau does break the $350 level, we will create that first lower low, and the continuation to the downside becomes more probable. So we're looking for key support to re-enter Tau between the $400 and roughly $82 and 21 SMA at roughly about $407 for a continuation into these upper extension targets. So Tau is also looking primed and perfect at that key support levels at the moment, and we are ready to start pushing into those further Fibonacci extension levels between the 786 and the 1.618. So also looking like a fantastic trading opportunity. And the last one, AIOZ. Now AIOZ is one of my favorite projects, and we can see that we have built solid market structure here for the last couple of weeks, and we have finally managed to reclaim the 21 SMA on AIOZ, and we can see a little bit of a rejection coming in close to the previous pivot highs. So I've identified key areas here on the 21 SMA at roughly about 48 cents, all the way to the previous bottom swings here at roughly about 37 cents, with a stop loss at key market structure, the previous pivot low, at roughly about 33 cents. So we're looking for AIOZ to regain its momentum, maybe have a little bit of a pullback here, find support above the 21 SMA, and my Fibonacci extension targets that I've highlighted here is the 618 at roughly about $1.37, the 786 at roughly $2, the 1 at roughly $3.3, and the 1.272 at $6.2. So AIOZ is also looking like a fantastic risk to reward ratio trade, with the stop loss there to protect our capital, pushing in and targeting these higher extension levels. And the final one that I want to have a look at is GRT. Now GRT has also built a solid market structure to the left here. If we look at these pivots we had, it came back down, found support at key market structure, and has finally managed to reclaim the 21 SMA. It got a little bit of a rejection now at the 50 SMA. So I've highlighted my key support and buy zones here on GRT at roughly about 18 cents to about 12 cents, 13 cents, around about there, with a stop loss at the previous pivot low at roughly about 11 cents mark. Now, if we do break down, if we do have a correction and we break down below the 11 cents, that will create our first lower low, and the risk of a downside continuation becomes higher. So we do want to see AIOZ find support in these value areas between that 18 cents and roughly 13 cents. And then it will be primed to create that first higher low and push into these Fibonacci extension targets. Now, the 618 is currently sitting at roughly 35 cents, the 786 at roughly 48 cents, and the one extension target with this wave here is at 72 cents and 1.2 and 2.28. So we can see that AIOZ is also in this prime position to find support, push into these higher extension targets with a fantastic risk to reward ratio. So I'm looking forward to see how this one plays out, but these are my sell zone targets and buy zone targets. Now, AI has definitely gripped the people's attention. You know, if you think about what NVIDIA is doing with ChatGPT and all these things, blockchain is taking and building on this and creating even more exciting projects. So I can see this AI narrative within the crypto space doing extremely well in this continuation of this bull run. So as long as Bitcoin can keep on pushing forward and keep on pushing higher, we can expect these AI projects to do very, very well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the bell notifications. Also, remember to click the link in the description below to join my mailing list, where I'll be sending you free emails and trading videos, and also market report updates weekly to help you stay ahead of the herd. As always, this community would not be the same without you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace and love. See you next time.